Hello, everyone. I know that it has been quite some time that I've not come online, but I'm also here and super excited to share something that is very close to my heart, right? It was a random decision. I was doing something very important, and I just all of a sudden decided to come here and speak about it to all of you. So, if you're wondering what that is, it is this, right? So, I recently authored this book and as you may see, the title of the book is Letters to Every Version of You from the Girl Who Kept Walking, right? So if you see this girl that who's walking there is actually me, right? And those letters, I just wanted it to feel like a warm hug to anyone who's reading this book, right? So those hands and the letters are like my hands and like a warm hug to anyone who's reading it. So I just felt like I had to represent this book very symbolically, right? So it was a random decision, and I'm here to read one chapter of this book to all of you. So I'm not going to take much of the time and I'm going to dive right into it. So the chapter's title is A Little About Me and Why Am I Here with You? So let's dive in. Yes. So it starts with, before we go any further, my dear, I want to tell you a little something about myself. Not as a very grand introduction of myself, but just so that you know the place these words are coming from. So here's something about me. I had almost completed my PhD. Everything in my life looked good from the outside. The work, the achievements, the discipline, the things people usually say I should be proud of. But eventually, it all started to feel like nothing to me. But why? Isn't life supposed to be this way? Study, achieve, and move forward? Or at least this is what I've seen and that's what I've heard. Inside me, I started to feel this strange emptiness, a kind of quiet ache that kept asking me, is this all? Why do I still feel incomplete? Feels like there is a lot more that I have to know. It bothered me for a very long time. Because how could someone who spent years studying and learning still feel like she knew absolutely nothing? That confusion, that thirst to understand the emptiness behind everything is what really started my inner journey. Not the degrees, not the accomplishments, but that one realization. I'm almost on the verge of completing PhD, and yet I really do not know to name what's happening with me. That's when everything slowly started. And let me be very honest with you. I did not write this book because I figured out life perfectly. I'm writing it because for a long time I had not figured it out. I've had seasons where I lost myself, where I doubted my worth, where silence felt safer than speaking, and where I wished someone could simply sit next to me and say, you don't have to go through this alone. Along the way, through mistakes, terrible heartbreaks and aches, healing and rebuilding myself one cell at a time inside me, life taught me things no classroom or degree ever could. Those lessons changed me. They humbled me. They taught me how to hold myself with more love than judgment. And now I'm here to share those lessons with you. Not as an advice, not as a lecture, not as a mentor, but simply as someone who has walked through her own storms and found a calmer way to live. What's funny is, I may not know your story in detail, but my heart feels like it recognizes you already. Not your outer life, but the inner part of you, the deep feeler, the tired warrior, the soul that loves deeply and breaks quietly. That is the part of you that I am speaking to. And if you picked up this book, I believe some part of you is ready for the words I'm going to share, for a way of being with yourself. So now that you know where these words are coming from, I hope you feel a little closer to me, a little safer as we walk together into these pages. We are in this together. Let's move forward.